Keep firing! Don't stop! We need more arrows! Need help here, damn it! You grab whatever you can and get up top!
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others. Look out! Godwin! Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move! Father!
Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze.
Get ready!
Prepare to shoot!
Positions! Take cover!
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
Lord, the gate! Godwin! Over here! Get up there quick! We have to repel them! Shoot him!
You're not up to it!
Now you're finished! Fuck you! Inside! Everyone here! Get ready! They're coming inside! Godwin, move downstairs! We can hear evidence! We need more answers! Godwin! Get over here with that crossbow and join the line! Die! Return fire! What the fuck are you waiting for? Die, you bastards!
D_46 D_46.
안녕하세요.
오?
Get ready for another attack! This one's not That's it! Draw your sword and follow me! Run, fuckers!
노마이크 방송이라니.
마이크가 안 들리나요? 마이크가 안 들리나요? 게임 소리가 너무 커서.
너무 작아요.
그래요? 지금은 괜찮죠? 마이크가 좀 멀리 있었나 보네.
새컴으로 하는 건가요?
네.
세팅 완료.
채팅은 아까 완료했지. 확실히 컴퓨터가 비싼 거 사니까 좋네.
You got it! Knock that ladder down! Yeah. Today you die! Don't let him climb up! Knock it down! You mercy! Yeah! Down the ladder! I'll shoot your head off! I'll kill you, you cunt! Knock that ladder down or they'll overrun us! You've got him! I'm gonna shoot you! I'll kill you, you cunt! Knock down the ladder! Get away from me!
키바로 하니까 확실히 다른.
You cunt! Light him up! Got him down! Knock that ladder down or they'll overrun us! Knock down the ladder! I'll shoot your head off! Don't let them climb up! Knock him down!
얼마나 진행된 건가요?
처음이에요. 처음.
자막도 안 나오네.
안 나온다고? 아, 이 화면이 너무 커네. 땡겨졌네 화면.
혼자 보고 있었다니.
You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Everyone to the chopper!
Dentes fortuna juvat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does it actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir. Trotsky.
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money. Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where. And here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking down in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Nick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing. Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Corral them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, we don't stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Leipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Leipa is on the side of King Wenceslas.
Well,
While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz. I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a
무슨
band.
게임인가요?
So why should I trust you?
안녕하세요. 이거 킹덤 컴 딜리버런스 2요. 새로 나온 거.
오. 잘 돌아가요?
완전 잘 돌아가는데요.
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. Once more, I assure you we have no evil intentions. You can escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained there.
지금
That we can
4K
guarantee.
전체 화면인데
Very well.
지금 90프레임 나오네요. CPU 온도는 한
저번
45도.
PC 대비해서 2배는 좋아진 건가요?
Must be cautious.
제 노트북이요?
Bandits create mayhem then vanish like ghosts.
제 노트북은
We'll be on our
완전
way.
완전
so
낮은
you won't accompany
사양인데.
us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall. Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your
전에
lordship
쓰던 거
would like it very much.
노트북인데
God, what kind of a
i5급의
backwater have they sent us
RTX
to?
4000 노트북이라서
I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
차이 확 나겠네.
완전 몇 배나 지 몇 배. 100만 원. 그때 100만 원 가로 100만 원 샀던 건데.
What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
제가 아까 이거랑 진상공 무쌍이랑
We'll camp here on the bank.
그다음에 발더스랑 다
At least we can
돌려봤거든요.
bathe. I stink almost as
잘
bad as the rest
되더라고요.
of you, and you lot are rank.
지금 그래픽 엄청나네요. 이거 지금 97
내
프레임?
컴퓨터도 좋겠지. D 밑줄 81.
그러겠죠.
Go away, mutt. You'll get nothing from me.
I assume you can
엄청난데.
hear that damn dog of yours barking. Can you sort him out?
For Christ's sake. Henry!
아까 전화
Come here.
왔는데
That's
월요일에
all the
택배
fuss about,
보낸다더라고요.
Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get. for you.
그러면
Well,
화요일날
right.
시작하겠네요.
Peace at last. That barking was a pain in the ass.
Here, mutt.
Well then, Henry. Henry. Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
It looked for a while like we'd be charging at each other.
I must say, I wasn't expecting that bastard to start on me.
그래픽
Yeah.
되게 좋게
I
나오죠.
could tell.
But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hannah had seen it. Maybe he
지금은
finally stopped treating me
100프레임
like a
조금
child,
넘게
eh?
나오네.
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my ass. And by the way,
깔끔하네요.
since you're here,
No.
how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay?
You're in the mood for that after riding so long.
Certainly. So then, eh?
키스 마이
에이.
예스.
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or should we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
좀 게임이 아
So,
키마로
Start?
게임하는 거 진짜
Did you deal
오랜만이다.
with that dog of yours? I wouldn't want him gobbling up our supper while we're training.
you're right.
키마로 게임하는 거 진짜 오랜만이. 머트에게 줄 음식을 찾으세요. 뭘 먹이지? 아 이렇게 부드럽다니. 비교가 안 되네 플스랑. 근데 뭐 플스랑 비교한다는 게 말이 안 되지만.
Look what I have for you.
아, 빵 주면 안 되나? 뭘 줘야 돼?
Here you go. Take it.
뭘 줘야 돼?
Listen, would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Come on, Oates. We'll get to Trotsky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Have you ever been to a proper noble
문헌
banquet?
3번 튕길
No, I
때까지만 해야지.
haven't. Why would the lords invite me
지금도
to
하고
their
있나요?
table?
True. But they'll invite me. I might be only a noble's bastard, but Sir Hans opens doors for me, if you get my meaning.
Aye, that makes sense.
Listen, if you give me that sausage now for
이제
Mutt,
해야죠.
I'll bring you something from
뭐
the feast
하셨나요,
tomorrow.
뭐에?
All right?
Christ! All right. But you better not forget about me.
Don't worry. Thanks, mate. Look what I have for you.
본가에 애들 키핑 하고 왔습니다.
그래요? 또 주말 행복 주말이네요.
Can we start with the sword play?
You've got your armor.
D_108.
I won't hold
아,
back.
이
Ready?
니들 컴퓨터가 세팅이 됐어야 되는데.
Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, I'll take the lead. Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Is that the best you've got? I didn't
제가
even work
얼마나
out the
치밀하게
you
계획을
will soon
세워뒀는데나.
enough.
그러니까
A foe
계획이
in
좀
plate armor
틀어졌네.
has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
그것만 완벽했다면.
Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. Why
뭐야,
don't you cover
마우스가
yourself?
돌아갔어. 안 막아지는데?
Defend yourself properly. Good. Good. Nice. Defend yourself
미리 누르고
properly.
있어야 되네.
That's the way.
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking.
잘 좀
You've got to make
막죠.
an opening to strike back.
게임이
And you
좀
do
조작이
that
좀
by means of
어려워요.
a perfect block.
Perfect block.
공격
eh?
방향이 중요한 것
You've become a
같은데.
real
네, 맞아요.
swordsman.
Start your attack then.
That's it. Nice, Henry. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Nice. Good, Henry.
얼굴 쳤는데.
Hey, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then. Nice.
Got around that
맞으면서 나이스.
Too slow. Nice. Nice work, Henry. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
To hell with wagers.
Oh, afraid are you? You know how it'll end. But suit yourself. We'll fight without a wager. Let's go. Now we're even.
That hit home. Now that's what I call sword play. Nice strike. Come on, Henry. Now that's what I call sword play. That was someone.
이거 언제까지 싸워야 돼? 이겼다.
I yield! Enough! Oh, for fuck's sake, you're unstoppable! It's just as well we didn't have a wager on it. Whew! Oh, let's go and eat. I need to sit down for a bit after that exertion.
So who won, gentlemen?
Well, it's not my day. Drinks in the tavern will be on me, so I hope you'll go easy on me. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
Yeah, all right. But I lost in Ratai that time. That was nearly the first time in my life I even held a sword in my hand, though.
Well, forging a sword isn't the same as wielding one.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
He was well pissed off. If I hadn't convinced him you were the village idiot and that we'd dragged you home right away...
And if I hadn't left him a fistful of coin to boot...
Throwing groschen around like that? Fellas, if a rainy day comes, you'll be fucked.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ah, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Ah, forget it, you horny goat. This discussion is over.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
I needed a bit of peace and quiet. I had a stroll around, checking out what plants grow here, praying for the success of our mission. Then I came back.
At last someone with some sense who's not in a hurry all the time.
If I always had to think everything over, but...
I wouldn't have rolled in the hay with so many girls if I spent my time just thinking about it.
Thanks for the prayer, anyway.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
Ah, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for mourning. Hmm? Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Ah, Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans!
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans!
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Follow me. Carefully. No sudden moves. Don't give us away. Hear that singing? They must be close. Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer. Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it. Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side. What are you waiting for? It'll be dark soon and we won't see a thing. A stone. Quick!
What is this racket here?
It worked.
What was that?
We'll go even closer, but carefully.
Pana je u muzyky, směje se na chasníky, klienty ją jedí, Pana sama sedí, aleluja, domine, aleluja.
Henry, I told you to... Oh, fucking God, you're a...
Do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake. Oh, fuck. A letter. Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away. Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey!
Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs!
That bastard's with them! Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Catch them! Enough, I said!
What the fuck? It's mine!
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! After them! Along the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim? Just now.
Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them off on the other side! Oh, his torch is quick!
Oh, Mott.
What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah! Fuck!
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage. I'd lead the way.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trotsky? There's someone in front of us! Down!
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge. And keep your eyes peeled, right? You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report. Footprint.
He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Do you honestly think they can
Get
swim
to
all
work.
the fucking way across?
Shut up.
I'll show you. Right. Come and help us! Stop where you are, you fuckers! At them, fellas! Catch them! I'll hack you to ribbons! Stop praying!
뭐야? 달리기 이게 체력이
Get out of the
너무
woods and
딸리는데.
find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trotsky? There's someone in front of us! Down!
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge. Keep your eyes peeled, right? You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report. Footprint.
He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Do you honestly think they can
Get
swim
to
all the
work.
fucking way across?
Shut up. What a cheap boy hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side.
Stumbling about in the pitch black when all your torch does is blind you.
Now,
But I still can't see a bloody thing.
원래 안 들키는 거야.
Got to get to that tree trunk up ahead.
played dice against Lefty yesterday.
They're coming
Shouldn't
here.
you be keeping watch
Still.
instead? You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they try to swim across the pond, they'll be found half dead somewhere on the bank.
Run,
Here.
quick.
Why are we moving down instead of being high up? Because you can't see shit from up there. But we can head
No, fuck, they're in
Where
front
are
of
you,
us.
prick?
Quick, into the rocks.
Whatever! They're fleeing into the rocks! Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top!
What now?
Hey? Hans! There's more of them up top!
They're
Shit.
here!
Take cover!
Run ahead of them!
Where now, for fuck's sake? Damn it, they're everywhere!
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us!
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake!
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Hans! Hey, Hans! Where is he?
What's that?
Oh, this looks like a way out. Hans!
Yeah. Oh, God, I found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen, and I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit!
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits.
얘 왜 벗고 있나요?
Like keeping your head on your shoulders.
도망 다니고 있었어요.
Pa. Now, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are.
마이크 좀 가까이 하죠.
마이크 가까이 돼 있는데.
Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
뭐라는지 알아들을 수가 없음. 가까이 돼 있는 데는 들림.
이거 마이크 올리면 좀 울릴 것 같은데. 지금은 들리나요? 지금 잘 들리나요?
Then how come you chose a different
계속
path than
지금만
I
같으면
wanted for you?
좋겠네요.
Maybe that's how
울릴
it
것
was meant to
같아서
be.
일부러 좀 내려서 한 건데.
But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry. Thank Christ.
저 닥터하우스 같은 아저씨는 누군가요?
하우스가 누구야?
Where am I? Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot down hawk.
방금 빨간 모자.
아버지. 뭐야?
You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
왜 쟤도 벗고 있음?
We can't be running naked through the woods.
숨어 나려고 일부러 옷을 뺏어 입었네.
And where's Mutt?
I've no idea.
Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up.
How are you holding up?
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in. Henry, what are you staring at?
Horseman. Faster.
I'm doing what I can, pal. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's
물음표.
go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck.
자꾸 뭐야?
Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You'll survive this. Come on.
Bianca.
Come on.
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
오늘 뭐뭐 했나요?
My mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
집에 있었는데.
Do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Roger.
Christ's sake.
If anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on.
Promise me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it.
게임 뭐뭐
We'll
했냐고요?
make it together. You'll see.
그냥 젤다 연서이랑 페미콘 탐정 했어요. 그거 하고 이제 게임들 구동 잘 되는지 그냥 한 번씩 다 돌려보고.
Henry, focus.
탐정도 진행이 됐다니.
Henry, pull yourself
그냥 챕터 하나 정도만 했어요.
please. There's nobody here. You're just imagining things. Don't give into it. Hang in there. Together, you'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this.
원에서
Henry, I've got you.
저기랑 안 싸웠나 보네.
Just a little further. Henry,
이거 일
wake
아니었나요?
up.
이거 2요. 1은 그냥 스킵했어요. 굳이 안 해도 될 것
The
같아요.
linden tree.
엥.
Just like father always wanted.
별로 막 그렇게 스토리상으로 그렇게 진행 많이 안 됐나 보네.
And Pa.
Henry, snap out of it. Stay with me. Henry, a light. Look,
I see it.
we've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents.
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed, but don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again, Scott!
Hey, lad. Are you alive, lad?
Scouts. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground? A huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna, and collapsed on the floor.
And what about that cutthroat?
You can go out and have a look at him. Hans gave him a right hammering. I didn't get a wink of sleep with that corpse in my yard.
I understand. I'm sorry we caused you such trouble. But you'll save Hans, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I've had worse. My shoulder stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how
안녕하세요.
steady you are
물결표
on your
킹덤컴
feet.
이하시네요.
While you're at
네,
it,
그냥
you
투
can
하고
stop
있어요.
by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch
근데
a chill.
이거
It
지금
gets
초반인데
cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and
내용
need a
보니까
bite to
원에서 그렇게 많이 진행된 것 같은 느낌이 아닌 것 같은데 원 제가 하다가 그냥 안
I
해가지고
put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushena's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
뭐야?
꿈꾸거나 환상 보면서 일 내용 보여주긴 하니까요.
네. 그 처음에
헨리가
공격했던
만렙이었는데 추락해서 리셋된다는 설정.
어쩐지 레벨이 높더라 처음 시작하는데.
Aye, true bliss is a full belly.
어쩐지 레벨 높은 상태로 시작하더라니. 다 뜻이 있었네요. 그리고 제가 어제 그 슬라님 어제 보셨는지 모르겠는데 컴퓨터 어제 도착해가지고 세팅했거든요. 세팅해서 오늘 아침에 세팅해서 켰어요.
아, 디코 봤어요.
네.
대탑이시더라고요.
네, 세탑으로 그냥 했어요. 근데 확실히 좋긴 하더라고요. 근데 원이랑 그렇게 막 크게 차이가 안 난다. 원이랑 그렇게 크게 차이가 안 나 보이는 게임 자체는 똑같은 것 같아. 역시 키마로 하니까 좀 편하네. 키마로 하니까.
네, 개선되었다 정도인데 그래픽이 완전 좋아지긴 했어요.
지금 그래픽이 아주 좋더라고요. 그리고 컴퓨터 이거 새로 사니까 일단 이게 지금 4K로 하고 있거든요. K인데 지금 120프레임 나오더라고요.
I feel like a new man.
대박이다.
네, 120프레임 90에서 120 나오더라고요. 이게 원보다는 쉽겠죠? 이게 그냥 평소 이렇게 막 할 때는 90이고 이렇게 조금 이렇게 가만히 있을 때는 120 정도로 올라가더라고. 그냥 평상시에 그냥 90이라고 보면 될 것 같아.
Did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last
92여도
night.
엄청 높네요.
That's
네,
what I call
4K니까 뭐
It can either put a dead man
60만
back on his
고정돼도
feet
좋은데.
or make sure he never gets up again.
5070 Ti로도 90밖에 안 되다니.
Consider yourself
완전 높은 급은 아니니까.
But what about Capon?
이게 아니 설정 뭐
Well, he's less lucky.
아마 이거 다 매우 높음으로 돼 있는 것 같은데.
Knocked him about before hands beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on
코엄님도
him, same
70
as
Ti로
on you,
샀잖아요.
but I can't just give it to him now.
네, 70 Ti가 딱 마지노선인 것 같아서 8090 가게에는 너무 가격이 비싸니까 딱 70 Ti까지가 마지노선이에요.
But we'll need some fresh sage for it, and of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
마침 킹덤컴 2 업데이트됐어요. 시작하시기에 시기적절이었다.
아, 업데이트 됐다고요?
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that
그래픽이
corpse in
확실히
my
좋네.
yard. Seeing him lying there gives
근데
me chills.
온도가 생각보다 많이 안 올라가네요.
I understand.
CPU 온도가 한 50도?
Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere.
50도밖에 안
Or at
되네.
least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that.
존냉.
Do you
네.
feel
순행
up to
같아
it, Laddie?
보였는데 공냉이에요?
아니요, 순행이에요. 3열 순행.
Tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage.
요즘에는 순행 필수니까.
I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble.
네, 어항 케이스로 하고.
And a bit of effort.
아, 저는 이거
Dirty job is the least
컴퓨터를 좀
저랑 비슷한 스펙이니까.
네, 컴퓨터 좀 작게 쓰고 작게 맞추고 싶었는데 미니 케이스라고 돼 있어서 샀는데
Where should I put him?
와일드로 온도 체크해 보죠.
알지요?
And bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the
알지.
gate,
체험판 다운받을 수 있나 지금?
find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so as you don't have the stench of
체험판
death on you.
다운로드 되나요?
I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the
원체험판.
gravedigger, when he comes by again.
나는
Says I don't have
모넌을
that
할 것
wretch
같지가 않아서
lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
할 일이 많구만 이거 게임이. 이 게임의 가장 핵심은 삽이지. 아, 그리고 키마로 하니까 너무 좋네. 너무 편해요. 키마로 하니까.
삽이지.
이게 그 킹덤컴의 핵심은 삽이죠. 코어님이 저한테 원원을 사주시면 제가 해볼게요.
킹덤컴 다 하셨네. 삽을 깨우치시다니.
Bastard's hard work.
뭐야?
I'll put him down somewhere for a while so I can start digging.
여기다 파는 건가?
the earth rest lightly on you, you bastard.
옷 훔쳐
I hope you
입어요.
find peace.
묻어버렸네.
Not to haunt anyone.
묻어버려서 훈수.
이거 어디로 가야 되지? 아. 멧돼지 아니야? 아니 이렇게 물로 씻는다고 시체 냄새가 지워지나? 또 뭐 지워진다고 그렇다고 해야 되겠지.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
옷을 따오라는데.
Purple flower, sage. There we go. That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
강아지 짖는 소리 보니까 좀 불안한데.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's? I should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
아, 옷이 있네.
불안한데 이 시점에서 킹덤컴에 흠뻑이셨다.
뭐 그럴 만하지 않나?
If you don't want us to teach you a lesson, come here sharpish and tell us who you are. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Bergov?
어, 뭐야?
You don't look like it.
Kulva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to Cold Steel. Who the hell are
잘못
you?
눌렀네.
And what are you doing here?
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm accompanying Sir Hans Capon on a mission to deliver an important letter to Lord von Bergov. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond. And Sir Hans isn't fit to travel now. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort would be good too.
Shit, how about that? I didn't expect you to fall for it so easily. I was kidding you before, but I reckon you figured that out, eh? We'll take your Sir Hans with us. But we've no need of you. Farewell, Henry of Skalitz. This'll be quick, boy.
싸워야 돼.
Ah! Fucking hell!
나 죽었나? 왜 이렇게 쉽게? 아 뭐야 너무 뭐야 도망가는데? 아 근데 확실히 패드로 하는 것보다 쉽네.
폰으로 틀어놓고 사냥 중인데 욕만 들리네 키키윽.
이런 피 묻은 장비 써도 돼요? 이런 거?
호흡님 문헌 중?
네, 모논 하고 계세요 요즘에. 이런 거 써도 되나? 피 묻은 거?
냉.
씻으면 되겠지 뭐.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trusky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Berghoff. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them.
Sure. No need for thanks. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds, and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you
설마 그
can do it too.
파블레나가
It ain't nothing
강가에서
hard.
만났던
My eyes are so
봤던 그
bad,
여잔가 본데?
it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble's son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it. First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
왼쪽에 글 써져 있네. 그림만으로 해야 되는 줄 알았네.
If you've read the recipe, get back to the bench. All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
어떻게 해야 되는 거야? 알겠네.
If you don't remember what goes in there, look in the book again. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flame. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right. Let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
처음에는 알려주네요.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out,
이래선 연금술 튜토리얼 없었던 것 같은데.
네, 못 봤어요.
Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do
일하시고서
now
하니까
is
익숙하지 않아요?
뭐 일을 다 한 건 아니긴 한데
pour it in.
그래도 기본적인 건 해보고 하니까 그런지 네, 좀 익숙하네.
Now, let's see what you've brewed.
키마로 하는 게 훨씬 낫긴 하네.
Here it is.
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it
FPS는
perfectly.
키마인가?
Thanks
네.
for your help, Henry.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders. With a bit of luck, that decoction will chase away the fever. You'll sleep better after, and that'll give you strength. There's not much.
이거 좀 빨리 가네 시간. 원은 저 되게 천천히 가는.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you. The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business. Where's my fucking sword? You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. Now, it might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all. And swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
이거 뭐 배워야 돼요? 너무 많네. 아. 이건 배우는 게 아닌가 본. 아, 이거 왜 이렇게 다 하나로 다 해놨어, 이거? 헷갈리게. 뭐 올려야 되지? 딱히 올리고 싶은 게 없는데. 뭘 배워야 할지 모르겠다.
꿋꿋함이 뭐였죠?
꿋꿋함? 막기의 지구력 소모가 20% 감소.
오른쪽의 위에는 서사, 아래쪽의 효과.
그 막기의 지구력 소모량 20% 감소하고 무기 내구도 닿는 속도가 20% 느려진다고. 나쁘진.
꿋꿋함 찍었네요, 전.
이거 좋은 것 같은데. 지금 포인트가 되게 많네요. 또 뭐 찍지? 이게 별로인 것 같은데 이건. 갈변가. 이것도 굳이 필요 없는 것 같은데.
기회주의자랑 다른 거 택일인가?
기회주의자요? 이거는 필요 없는 것 같은데. 뭐가 좋은지 모르겠어.
그냥 맘 가는 거 찍으세요.
그럴까요? 보존의 미학. 어차피 결국은 어느 정도 다 찍게 돼 있겠지. 음. 제작. 직접 수리하는 게 있나 보네요. 컴. 일단 요 정도만 찍고.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Once, when we were out hunting, Hans was taken captive by humans. But with a bit of luck, I managed to rescue him.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive. I rescued him.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Hans was badly wounded during a night raid on Talmberg Castle, and I had to carry him out of the battle on my back, so he wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Gracious! Raiding a castle? That must be pretty wild, eh?
Indeed it was! Arrows raining down, outnumbered by hordes of foes mercilessly charging at us from all sides. I'm truly indebted to Henry for getting me out of that fix.
But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
삽이 1티어야 이 게임.
Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is
섭이야기
right.
나왔어요?
아 가기 전에 삽 주고 가라 그래가지고.
And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity
그치, 삽
and your
1티어지.
healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein.
원에서도 삽을 아주
Hopefully we'll
소중히
never need to
쓰던데.
take up your offer.
먹을 거나 챙겨가야지.
Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I
먹을
succeeded.
거다 가져가야.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then he shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do. So it's no wonder folks buy from us. But I understand. Next time I'll come straight home. Do a knock on your own.
프로그 인가 계정 연동하는 거 있어요.
프로그요? 그게 뭐예요?
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They catch you. I dread to think what they do to you.
슈넵스 없나?
계정 연동하면 템 줘요.
아 이거 슈넵스 만드는 거 레시피 읽어야 돼. 책 배우기. 저장할 때 필요한 거잖아요 이거. 저장할 때
최고의 술이죠.
저장할 때 필요한 거 맞죠?
There's no end of work to do.
저거 없으면 저장 안 되나?
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
세이비어가 세이브 비슷한 말 같은데.
네. 머트가 누구고 토트는 누구지? 머트가 강아지였던 것 같은데 토트는 모르겠네.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth?
아,
Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
와, 돈도 주네. 아, 이제 인트로가 끝난 거였어? 와, 2시간 넘게 걸렸네.
엔딩 봤으니 환불하죠.
아니, 이거 산 거 아니어서. 그거 모넌 지금 체험판 되나요? 지금도 되나?
안 될걸요.
아, 안 돼요?
모넌 체험판은 너무 열화됐어요.
아, 다른가 보네, 정식이랑.
모넌 체험판 하면 엄청 어려운 게임이네. 본편하면 할만하네.
아, 다른가 보네.
방금 지나친 여자.
네. 여기 어디야?
I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't
그 여자
believe
또
much in
보게 될
herbal
거예요.
remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine.
Oh, fucking hell.
완전 절친됐네요. 원에서는 약간 맨수지간인 것처럼 하다니.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
왼수에서 절친으로 가더라고요. 이 예선 칭칭 모드로 시작하고.
네.
Open
The gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa!
그 과정이 이래 있습니다. 킹덤컴 일 하셔야 합니다.
아 근데 원 너무 게임이 불편해가지고. 뭐야.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't!
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on
나타의
the
정식
double.
후계자가 한스.
The pair of you!
What's all this about?
한우씨는 한스가 너무 어려서 잠시 봐주는 삼촌.
They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
정말 몰래 들어가자는 거 아니겠지?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Oh, different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
We could track down those bandits and get our letter back. With that, they'd have to let us in.
How do you intend to do that? Ask them nicely. Please, kind bandits, pretty please, can we have our letter back? Or do you want to charge at them in these rags and hope our stink knocks them out, eh?
They're very droll. No, I was thinking more like finding their camp and sneaking in stealthily. Find out where they put the letter, grab it, and vanish before they even know we were there.
Are you dreaming? What kind of chance do you think we'd have?
Quite a strong one. Maybe.
Bollocks, old pal.
Well, what else do you want to do? Go back to Rattay?
To Rattay? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
I'm just as much to blame for their deaths as you. We're in this together.
At least we should give them a proper burial as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Rattay with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? It's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you. What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment. I heard
health,
talk
lads.
about it.
That's the most important thing. Enjoy yours while you
That's wounded.
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
That must hurt. Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
저는 이만 가볼게요. 즐김 되세요.
아, 네, 알겠습니다.
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. A couple of the bandits grabbed you, but their leader put a stop to it. It was all very strange.
Shut up! For God's sake! Someone will hear you. I wasn't at the pond, and that's that. And don't mention it again. To me or anyone else. Got that?
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Skalitz.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back of me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Here it comes.
What do you mean? Steal.
One day, when the time comes, I'll take her to the butcher. And the more I think about it, the clearer it is to me
Innkeeper!
that I can't do it. We could come up with... the plan to take her away. Lots of people from where she's at her side.
What did I do to you? Butcher? Save? What?
They'd have...
Greetings. Are you the bailiff, son?
Hi, that's me. Who are you?
And she stamps and bites when she's upset.
We're messengers from Ratai. We were going to see Lord von Bergov, but we were ambushed.
You and that other dung heap on legs?
I swear it's true.
Look, I'm too old for fairy tales. I'll probably forget after a few tankards anyway. What do you want? You don't think you're gonna wangle some coin out of me, do you?
No, no. I'll just have a couple of questions.
Ask away. I have plenty of time.
I heard there's gonna be a big wedding in these parts.
Aye, that's true. My sister is marrying young Lord Samin. A big affair. Guests from the whole region will come. Maybe from as far away as Gutenberg. Even von Bergov will come. That's how important our family is.
Look, I need to pass on an important message to von Bergov. But I can't get into the castle because of what happened to us. Do you think you could...
Invite you? Not a chance. I don't know you from Adam.
It would only be for a while.
Look, loads of lackeys like you will be needed at the wedding. Try asking for a job. I'm not saying you're sure to get to von Bergov that way, but you can try.
Thanks. I have to be off.
Wait a moment. Since you're here, it occurred to me we could roll a few. What do you say?
Oh, I've got nothing to wager.
That's a shame. It's no fun if there's nothing at stake. You know what? If you beat me, we'll work something out with the wedding.
You'd invite us, you mean?
You'd have to beat me first. And that's not going to happen.
No, we'll see about that. Let's play.
You really are desperate to get to the wedding, huh? With you.
Yeah.
I'm...
Seriously curious about you, lad. If I was you, I'd take it. What? Oh, come on! Have you lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything. Oh, come on!
Well, here you have it. Enjoy. These ones here. Finished. Your turn. My God, I'm done. My God.
Bloody hell. You've played before. Admit it.
True. I can't deny it.
Thank God we weren't playing for coin. You'd have cleaned me out.
Well, we were playing for something else. So I hope you're going to keep your word.
Well, it's not that easy, you know. I can't just invite every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Only my old man can do that.
You were lying then?
A bit. But look on the bright side. We had a game, and you didn't lose anything.
Yeah, I didn't win anything either.
You can still get to the wedding as a lackey. If you make an effort.
When their time comes, I'll take her to the butcher.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
So I noticed. And you took your time coming back to me. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, Everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Sir Alder, the son of a respected nobleman from nearby Semine Fort, is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, the local bailiff. It's the talk of the town. Invitation only, it seems. But getting to the wedding isn't as impossible as it might seem. There'll be lots of jobs to do for it. So we could get there as help for the blacksmith, or miller, and maybe someone else.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Berghoff will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of work involved in a wedding like that. That's our chance.
Work. Well, if you want. But how will you get me to the wedding?
Well, I thought we could both get jobs there.
I'm sure there are other options.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
So, which do I belong to?
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labour, it wouldn't be such an offence against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
I'm going then. But you could give me a hand. It wouldn't do you any harm.
Ah, stop whining. You can manage. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
God, I'm bored shitless. Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Keeper, that beer?
I'll drink to that.
Yes, you did. I never heard of any Perkstein in all my years. How dare you? I'm the son of the
I was
bailiff.
wondering if you'd lend me your bullock when it's time to sow winter grains.
I need to plow too, you know.
What if you lent me the bullock? Except I don't have a bullock. You won't lend me yours on any other day.
Go and see the priest first. If he says it's all right, I'll be happy.
What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel who fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you the same advice I gave your little chum. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
That's a fight! Stop beating him!
Nice hit! Ross! Take that fucker out, damn it!
Fuck you!
Slice him up!
What now? Nice hit! Good!
You're no match for us, fucker!
Bad luck!
Let him have it! Why'd you do it?
You haven't a chance!
Fucking hell!
Get the fuck!
Nice hit!
Shame on you!
You won't be able to take
You
another
haven't
one
a
like
chance.
that!
Yeah!
Safe as
Don't
Belfast.
spare him!
Send my greetings to the
strike.
devil!
You led him on nicely.
You haven't a chance!
Yeah! Don't spare him!
Let him have it! Now you're finished!
Show
your stuff.
Don't spare him!
Good! Send my greetings to the dead.
Ah!
Nein! Verdammt! Slice him up!
Zeig, was du da hast.
Now you're finished! Let him have it!
I'll rip your ass open! Hey! Get him!
Yeah! Double
Show your
fame.
stuff!
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else.
Good! You have a good shot!
Come on then!
Nice strike! Yeah! Spade!
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off.
Shut up! You'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologise. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt. Lost for words, are you? All right. Have it your way. We really have nothing more to say to each other.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Go!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we?
Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Henry? Well, come on. I don't bite. Do you have a moment? Managing on your own? As you like. Do you have anywhere to go? Somewhere to sleep?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Where are you headed, if you're only passing through here?
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Yes, I can.
Did you mind where you're going?
Get off that horse right now!
Slowly. Nice and slow.
What the?
Go!
Someone!
Ja!
What can I do for you?
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry, the blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, And not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.